Good morning. It is December. I nearly said February then. I'm doing something for February at the moment. It is December the 14th, so that means it is envelope day. It's been a right morning, so apologies I'm a few minutes late. Bear forgot his glasses, so I had to run them back to school. Then I couldn't get in because my lock was a bit icy because it's like -6 out there. And then I finally got in. So it's been a morning. So we get to do some lovely crafting now. Oh, morning Lois, morning Rachel. So day 14, it means ding, envelope day. Absolutely, and that's what we're going to do today. So we've got our envelopes, we've got, oh, I've lost my stamps, there they are. Right, I've got my stamps, I've got my envelope, I've got my calendar box, and I've got a 6x6 card cut. I think that's what we'll do today. So, should we get opening and see what is in our advent calendar today? Let me grab the right one. That's always there we go. Right, so let's start with our calendar, shall we? So we're looking for day 14 and it is right here. Oops. And it is teeny tiny oak leaf. Now you'll notice he actually fits behind, well, it would do if I had it the right way around, our stamp. So now we can put some colour and our detail. So there's that one. But that's not it for today. Let me move my calendar out of the way. Got that back up there. Oops, so there we go. Day 14. There. Let's see what is in our envelope as well, because we need a few bits to finish this set off, I think. And I think it was Jackie that was saying that she was removing her stickers. There's no way I can remove my stickers without making a big mess. So in our envelope we have got, let's start off with the stamps because that's the bit we're really interested in. We've also got the solid to go with our little vine branch that we got yesterday, and we finally got a saying. So we have got, it will all make sense eventually. It will indeed. It's like our advent calendar, isn't it? It takes every day a little step closer to the final set, and it all makes sense when we open up our envelope. So in this set we've got our texture stamp, we've got our acorns, we've got our saying, which actually would have been easier if I'd read it from there. It will all make sense eventually. We've got our solid and our detail for our 2 little leaf stamps, and then of course you get your little bits of inspiration in there as well. So, and no one's mentioned yet whether you've actually looked through your inspiration, because the Bear and Rosie actually had some input into that, so the jokes are from them, shall we say. So I've got all that, I've got that bit. I think we just want to get on crafting, don't we, this morning? I'll do this as we go along. I'm going to transfer my stamps over as we craft. I think that'll be a good idea. So I've got my 6x6 card, and I thought we'd use a few little scraps up this morning, because there's that one. Oh, there's another one. Well, you know I like using my scraps, and like I keep saying, my scrap box is absolutely overflowing. That'd look quite cool, wouldn't it? I think. We'll go with it and see what happens next. So, ooh, I've got a big dirty pinky mark on that one already. I've only just sat down. I'm going to pop that in there, and I think we'll do something a bit like that, and then our sentiment down there. What do you think? I think so. So I'm going to take one of these to begin with. I don't need to do the whole thing, I need to remember that. I'm going to take one of our new stamps from today, one of our solids, and I'm trying to think what colours I'd like to use. I haven't organised my colours today. I told you I was running really late. So I have got, oh, that didn't sound good, did it? A bit of rusty hinge would work, and oh, I've got a bit of crushed olive. That'll work as well. I think that should work, shouldn't it? I do. So we're going to do, just ink them up. I'm using Distress inks. Let's get some water. then just get splatting away. Oops, a daisy. So that one was crushed olive. It's a nice one, that, isn't it? Oh, you know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring a kitchen roll in. Silly girl. I'll use my cloth instead. Oh, Lois says she likes this set. Good. Good, good, good. It's very different tomorrow. Because I remember what's in the next one. So it is very different tomorrow. You wouldn't expect anything less though, would you? So all I'm doing is I'm inking it up and then spritzing it. Because I want that water effect. Again, I'm just going to start randomly popping these in here. I'm doing it again. I'm trying to do random, but I'm ending up doing a pattern. It's crazy. Okay. Actually, I'm not going to do that colour. I'm going to do my rusty hinge because we've got the two colours, haven't we? So might as well use them. Just give it a quick spritz. So if I'm getting my water everywhere this morning. So let's pop its nose on there. And just make sure, again, like you would with your oxide, just make sure you dry your stamp in between each one. Because otherwise you're just transferring that water and moisture back to your ink pad. You don't want that. Oops, wrong way. So I think I've got enough of this one. I should have really cut it down, shouldn't I? So let's go that way, shall we? Right. Quite liking that. Oops. I'm not as gentle with my cloth as I am with my tissue. So we've got them on there. I think before I do anything more with that one, you knew it was coming. We need a bit of splatting. So we have got our crushed olive. Just need a bit of a paintbrush going on. And it just helps when you've got inky pinkies like me, where you like to put them everywhere. A bit of splatting goes a long way. There's that one. And I want to put my other colour on. I'm not being as generous this time. There we go. And then we're going to get this dry. Because we don't want to do any more work on it until it's nice and dry. Whoop, puddle. I don't even know how I get my desk so messy. Morning, Maxine. So we've just started with our little bit of branches of a vine. You know the one. I couldn't decide what it was yesterday either. It does remind me of tomatoes though. Right. Stay. Yep. Looks like it might do today. And then we're just going to take, let me dry that because it's never going to stick to something that wet. Decision time. We're going to do this green. I was going to do it in black, but actually I think green might look quite nice, mightn't it? It might do. So Daisy. Oh, I found a little lady stamp from the other day. She did say she'd left it in there. She has. I think I'm going to go green or brown. Ooh, decisions. I'm going to get them both out of my box. Right. I'm actually going to cheat first because we've got that beautiful texture stamp that we've not used. So you could hear the cogs turning, couldn't you? I think let's go back to this one. I don't want first generation, I'm wanting second and third. Maybe even fourth and fifth, but definitely not first. Because I do like this one. It reminds me of raindrops. You know when they like hit a puddle, those like rings you get. I've gone a bit over the top with that, and I didn't mean to, but I think it looks okay. So that was back with my crushed olive, that one. And now I'm going to go to my brown. See, there was a reason I wasn't sure. So we're going to go back to our brown this time, just like that. And I'm not going to try and line them up. They do line up, but you know what? I like it when it's just a little bit. Oh, not quite that much, but you could spend all day sitting and lining them up, couldn't you? And actually you get just as nice effect. Morning, Nicola. Doing it. Oops, that one was nowhere near. Maybe we should see how bad I can get at stamping this morning. But they do, if you wanted to and you wanted to spend your time lining them all up, you can do. I'm just getting them somewhere close. That's okay too. Turn it around, and one last one that way. So we've got one panel. I know it needs trimming down. Just like that. That's quite effective, isn't it? Right, so we've done that one. I now want to use our next piece of scrap. Oh no, Nicholas hasn't turned up yet. Has your monthly mate turned up? I think it'd be quicker. Bear did turn around yesterday and he said, well, if they're not turning up yet, I'll just have to deliver them all. And I was like, okay. So he's doing about areas at school, you know, around the country. So I said, okay. Let's have a look, shall we? So I took, I just said, right, I know we've got somebody who lives up here. And he sat there and went, yeah, I think that might take me a bit to walk. I was like, yeah, not going to happen. Your monthly mate's still not turned up. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm gutted because it is a good box this month. It is. I'm so sorry. Saying that, I know I've got something to start standing from, I think it's the 20th of November I ordered it. Yeah, November. Last month. Though something I ordered on about the 18th turned up yesterday. So, not 18th. 25th I think it was ordered. So I'm hoping the last few cards come when they're not striking again, which is for Saturday, isn't it? I've lost track of what days they're striking and which days they're not. Because we've got train strikes as well at the moment, haven't we? Right. I'm just doing exactly the same again because I actually quite like the effect we've got on that one. So that was my green. I'm going to go back in with my rusty hinge. I'm going to do exactly the same. I should have done it all in one go. But I didn't know I wanted it exactly the same. Ooh, nearly did it then. Oof. There we go. Not getting as many brown ones on this one, but that's okay. Right. Oh. Just going to do the same again, get our splats on the go. I'm going to remember to do my texture stamp first this time. I think I'm going to do my texture stamp in the rusty hinge. And the reason I want to do it this time is on this one it's lovely it's actually quite crisp because we stamped it after we heated it, we dried it. Whereas this one, because some of this is wet, when I hit it with the ink, it's gonna kind of blend into it a little bit because it's still so wet. But I still don't want my first and second generations. So it really does sink into the background is what I was trying to say in a very long-winded way. There we go. Right. So that one stands out a bit more, doesn't it? And that one will do. Right. Splat time. Put that on there. Ooh, way too much. I always forget how big a piece of paper I'm working with. Definitely didn't need that much on there. So I do hope you're enjoying your advent calendars. Ooh, there we go. I have to concentrate to splatter that one. Rachel's monthly makes arrived. Cool. It is a good one, isn't it? I did send the printing is due today for January, so that hasn't got stuck in the post. But it comes courier, so we're alright. I've not had yours yet, Maxine. I'm waiting on yours, Lois's, I think there's one more, but they were all sent the week before that strike, that first strike, so I'm hoping they're getting to that bit in the, what do you call it, in the sorting office, because all that's happening in our local sorting office, and I don't know whether it's the same for yours, is when they've striked, all the stuff that was there already gets pushed to the back, and then the new stuff comes in and goes in front of it, so they're tackling the new stuff but not the older stuff. So it's been quite interesting. I've had stuff that's been sent like 2 days later, and I still haven't got stuff I know was sent at the end of November. But I did actually get a parcel yesterday. So I was, no, Monday it must have come. So things are moving, or they were moving. We're now striked again, aren't we? So I can't send them anyway until Saturday. So what I'm going to do is hold off Saturday, and I will do them and send them on Monday with whatever I have. And I still need to take those pictures for you, Rachel, which I will do. I'm in here now. Now I've got through the lock, the frozen lock. I'm in here, so I can get them taken today. Right, I think that's dry. So we're going to go back in with this one. I think this was our first one, wasn't it? It was this, acorns, texture stamp, then our vine, and then the solids. We're going to go with, I'm going to mix it completely up today. Let's go with the green. Might not like it, but we'll soon see. And again, they do match up, but you don't have to. For me, that takes concentration. I don't have that kind of concentration, but I know some people do like it all matching up, so that's why we do it. Got a tiddler there, and you can see every single time I am turning my stamp around, my paper around, just to make it easier for me to stamp, because otherwise I'll be like, you know, trying to stamp like that. Not going to happen. So make sure you turn that paper around, especially little pieces like this. I've got lots here and then not so much at the top. There we go, nearly there. Oops. Yeah, the colours are a good selection, aren't they? I love it when, you know, you're looking for colours and you just get a pile on your desk and think, yeah, they'll do. It's like a happy accident, isn't it? Right. Just had a horrid thought. I'm not quite gone far enough across, so what I'm going to do is just, where's my rusty hinge gone? I've got to admit, these aren't colours I would usually go to. Normally I'd be a peel paint, and I'm just extending it a little bit because I've just measured it on my card and I didn't quite do it. Oh, Crafty Unicorn opened day 9 on day 6. Well, you know, it looks similar. Day 91 next week. That's okay. Or 41 today. Right, I'm quite happy with them. So I have just spied. Look at that. A bit of orange card. Oof, we're on a roll now. The question is, do I actually know where my little guillotine is? And I can't even blame the kids for this one because I know. Oh, yeah, it's there. Bear with 1 second. I've just got to go for a wander. Oops, the daisy. There we go. Found my guillotine. Get myself back in. So, see if it's big enough. Why is it never the right size? I'm going to take a smidge off the bottom because I'm not standing up again to go through a big guillotine. That'll do for now. And we know we don't need the whole length of these yet. There we go. Perfect. I'm faffing, aren't I? I'm going to trim this down a little bit so it's easier for me to actually... Oops. That's 2 1/4 even. I should look before I start to measure. I only want a smidge. Only a smidge. There we go. So I did 2.5. Liking that. How far? Oh, you're a long one. That one's 2 1/4-ish. So we'll do that. Yep, just checking it was long enough. So we'll do that one exactly the same at 2.5. There we go, and that's going to go on there too. And then I'm just going to trim these down because we know how big we want these, don't we? Or we don't. I'm doing chicken and egg here, aren't I? Which one comes first? And whatever I do, let me find a pencil or something. So I'm just going to trim it down to about there. And then we'll chop them both the same. No, my brain's not engaged this morning at all. Must have been an easier way to do that. There we go, just underneath there. So I'm popping them through at the same time because it's just there. There we go, so we've now got our little pieces that's going to make our focal bit for our card. I need to trim that down, but I'm going to stick them first. Oh, rude. I've not shown you Bear's creation, have I? With the mountain, I think is the only way to describe it. It is an absolute mountain of glossy accents. If you think I use a lot of glossy accents, Bear's book for his teacher, oh my indeed. Oh, rude. I've not got my pin either. Can't just be me. See, my glue's a bit bunged up as well. Yeah, that's not going to happen. So, tape. No, we can use tape. There we go. See, there's always a way. Let me put the lid back on, even though it's a bit bunged up. Stops it getting worse. And I have to find my pin. There we go. Red tape to the rescue, hey? There's that one. And then let's get this one on. And then we can get these trimmed down. I think we're going to do our top one on foam pads. What do you think? Whoops. I love red tape, but I hate how it sticks to my fingers. You know, the red bit. Nearly. Got it that time. Get this one on here. So we've got a nice... That's my wonky edge. I know my cutting's bad, but I didn't think it was that bad. There we go. Pop that on there. Next one. There's always one bit of tape. I thought I had it then. There we go. Gone. That's my wonky edge. Let's do it on the nice straight edge. Just like that. Then we can get these trimmed down. And obviously you'd be cutting yours and making sure it's all the same. We all know I'm not very good at measuring. There we go. Right, I'm feeling some doodle action coming on as well. Because, well, it's like the rules, isn't it? We need a bit of doodleage going on. I have my pen the wrong way up, so that's not going to be a happy pen. Give it a bit of a shake and hope. Oh, happier than I thought it was going to be. Just like that. I'm not going to do any squiggles because I don't quite know where they're going to end up on my card yet. Ooh! That one went a bit wild, didn't it? So let's get our card. I like it that way. I know I'm going to pop it that way. That one's going underneath, that one's going to go flat. Oh, some birdies outside, so I can hear them. Bet they've just come out of the nest and gone, oh, it's cold out here. That moment we've all done. Whew. Right, no I'm not, I'm going to do it in. Let's do it in because we want to see a nice little like overlappy bit. So I'm going to pop it about there. So I was making sure my bottom and my top were about the same. And then we're going to grab some foam tape. Now they sound angry. I'm showing somebody's got to net all the nuts out of the feeder. Right, so there's that one. Let's go with this one. I'm gonna pop that on there. There or thereabouts. Quite like it that way now. You know I like to change my mind. So let's grab. I'm gonna put my saying on. A bit like that. Oh, I've not quite left enough room, but it's okay. It's okay. I am going to take my texture stamp. It's going to be a bit of a faff because I should have done this bit before that bit, but I didn't realise I wanted it until I just looked at it and then I went, oh. Okay. Didn't want to stick that time. Actually, it would be better, wouldn't it, if I didn't stick it on there. We'll give it a go, see if we can get it in there. So it would have been easier. I could peel that off, I suppose. So I'm going to pop 1, 2, and I'm going to take it off to do the third one. 3. Close enough. There we go. No one will know. If you don't tell anybody, no one will know that I messed that bit up. Right. So now if we pop that on there. About there. That will go. So black is there. I can't decide. I'm having a moment. Which I think I'm going to do it that way actually. This way I don't quite like where my... Oh no, they look alright, don't they? No, I'm going to do it that way. Right, I'm going. I didn't even line that up, so it's probably really skewed square. There we go. It will all make sense eventually, and it does, doesn't it? And then the only thing we've not used is our little acorns. So what I think I might do is just pop a couple on there. So let me just grab a scrap. Because we've got to use all the stamps, don't we? Ooh, that's rubbish. That's not a scrap. That's rubbish. There we go. Let's grab another one of these. I've got loads of these ones. So let's grab my little acorns. Oh, got bits and pieces everywhere. There, right. I'm going to do it in black. That one and that one. Morning, Jackie. It's alright, I was late this morning. Couldn't get in. Frozen solid it was. The lock. Just couldn't get in. And Bear forgot his glasses. That's always fun. And of course the infants had something on as well, so that meant you couldn't park anywhere near school. So yeah, you can see now, can't you, me like running down road that's sort of slippy and icy. It was one of them mornings, but it's all fixed now. I'm happy crafting. I've found my happy spot. You know what? I was thinking I'm going to grab my pens to colour these in, and I am absolutely not. Because that would introduce a new colour, and I don't want to do that, do I? No. Oh, no, no. Just making sure everything is super dry today. Paintbrush is there. So I'm going to grab a little bit of my green. I'm going to cheat, I'm going to put them both on my desk at the same time. A little bit of green, a little bit of brown, well, rusty hingish. It's brown for today. It's one of those colours, isn't it? Is it brown? Is it orange? A lovely crossover one. I'm going to, little green, the seeds, aren't the acorns? I'm going to do it really quick. Just like that. And then let's go in with our rusty hinge. The lady stores that call it crusty hinge. And just little it's like picked raspberry. It's always pickled raspberry as well, isn't it? It's weird how you rename things. There we go, right. There we go, right. I'm not going to faff with that too much. I am going to move that red tape though, because it's driving me potty. Every time I move, it's clinging to me. There, I think this has been I think it's a really useful set, isn't it, this one? Like I say, next one, a bit different. Well, very different from a leaf. Yeah, not the best at cutting out today. I'm just leaving a little border because when I pop it on top of what we've got on here already, it's going to pop out because it's got that lovely border. Oops. Oh, it had a lovely border. Not so much now. There we go. And then I'm just going to pop them. Actually pop them down there. Like that. I do want to put some dots on them now. I don't know why. It's shouting to me I need dots. So I think I've got a pen on there. Because acorn tops are a bit pitted, aren't they? So when I colour them in, I normally do a few dots with my pen, but there we go. Just like that. And then it needs a bit of shiny bits. Because you're going to have shiny bits on your acorns, aren't you? Do a little bit up here. Oops. There we go. I just realised I've probably been talking into my scarf a lot today, so I do apologise if I've been. I've just left it on. Right, they're going to go there like that. So now squiggly wiggles we can put anywhere we want now. So on this one they're going to go here and here. And on this one it's going to go here. Just like that. And then that does need sticking down. I'm going to do it before I lose it. So I'm going with my red tape and we might... I do quite like it because this one's raised. I don't know if you can quite see it. So this one's raised. This isn't. I think I'm going to do this flat. I'm just going to use my red tape for it. Gives me glossy accents well. It's not happy. There we go. So let's put the big one on first. Well, yeah, it's fine. Thanks, Jackie. It's a scrap buster. How many pieces of scrap have I used on this one today? 1, 2, 3. 3 pieces of scrap for this one. And it's not even made a dent in my scrap pile, so, you know. And to be fair, that brown that we picked up for the back, oh, red tape, there we go. Oh, maybe I have to growl at it, that's when it starts to decide it wants to come off. So I'm going to pop that like that there, and I think that is pretty good, isn't it? Don't think it needs anything else. Well, it does, I can't think of anything. But we've used everything in there to do that one. We've used our acorn leaf, oak leaf, whatever you want to call it, that we got on our first day. Then we got our, I keep looking at this the wrong way around, don't I? Then we got our texture stamp, I think. No, then we got our acorns, then we got our texture stamp, then we got our vine stamp, and then today we've got our solids and our sentiment. Oh, solids and sentiment today. How cool is that? So this is our third set of our advent calendar, yeah? So those are all the stamps that are in it. Tomorrow we start a brand new one. So it is a nice little set, this one, isn't it? Let me see if I can find you all again. There you go, we're done. Actually, should we have a quick look at what we've done? I've not pulled out all the other samples either, have I? I'm naughty. I knew there was something else I meant to do before I went live. Never mind. Oh, there you go. Very similar to that one I did. Yeah? But that one's more clean cut because that was with pens, whereas this one's more inky. So I hold them two up. It's the same idea, using my scraps up. That way so you don't get quite the glare. Yeah, very simple, similar. Would have been easier to do that on the other camera. And then that little one, that's got to be my favourite one. All we did was pop some oxide and spritz it. How simple was that one to do? And then I think we did, I've lost track of what we've done. I know, naughty. We did a index card as well, but it's saying no, I don't want you to show me today. I know it's in here somewhere. It's the only place I put my index cards when I've done them. Anyway, I found the fish. I'll show you the fish from the other day. There you go. I'll find it now when I'm not looking. Anyway, yeah, no, it's not coming. Where's our vine? No, it's in there. It's in there somewhere. So I hope you're enjoying your advent calendar. Tomorrow we do start a brand new stamp set. That'll be our fourth stamp set. We're over halfway there, aren't we? So yeah, brand new stamp set tomorrow. It'll be videos again until the 19th, and I'll do a live again on the 19th, which is also Monday. So it'll be live at 10 o'clock and then live again at 7. Jackie's calendar's starting to look a bit empty. It is, because you've got all your stamps you can play with now. That's the fun bit. It's not the box you want, it's the stamps inside. So that is it for me today. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for bearing with me. I've had fun again. I do like the stamp set. They are just splat it on and have fun, aren't they? So yeah, brand new stamp set tomorrow. Can't wait. Do join me at 10 o'clock and we will see what is inside our calendar. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.